you got the flagrant, Aaliyah, you got a technical. What kind of happened there?
Amy got the tech?
I know.
Wait, what?
I got the tech?
I didn't know that.
Oh,
First of all,
I know.
let's not make it anything that it's not. It was just a good play on the basketball. I'm not sure what the refs saw to upgrade it, and that's up to their discretion after watching the initial whatever happened during the play and then whatever happened after. You know, we watch a lot of basketball. It's a take foul.
Caitlin Clark responded to Angel Reese like she was swatting away a mosquito, all while maintaining her composure. Angel's acting like it's WrestleMania in sneakers, while Caitlin stays calm, cool, and effortlessly dropping points. Did Reese really try to throw hands, or was it just a tantrum? Either way, Caitlin's reaction has the internet buzzing, clutching pearls and grabbing popcorn. This courtside drama is turning up the heat, and fans are hooked. It's a spicy showdown, more entertaining than a summer BBQ, and the story isn't over yet. Stay tuned, because this rivalry just got a whole lot more interesting.
Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul. What was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know. If either Angel gets wide open 2 points, or we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows.
It's on now. If you believed Angel Reese would quietly accept that Caitlin Clark is the main event, the headline, the star everyone's talking about, and the reason people outside Iowa even care about the WNBA, think again. Instead, we see Reese storming the court like a WWE villain, targeting Clark like she's responsible for everything from climate change to rising gas prices and whatever's happening with that odd sky offense. The drama is heating up, and it's clear this rivalry isn't cooling down anytime soon. Fans are glued, and the sparks are flying. This battle is far from over.
Angel Reese needs to cut out the damn nonsense. After fouling one of her teammates and not getting the call, Caitlin Clark takes it upon herself to give Angel Reese a hard foul on the way up to prevent the basket. And then all of a sudden, Angel Reese wants to flop her arms, like she got hit by a bus. And the WNBA called this a flagrant foul. First of all, the WNBA is an absolute joke.
If you're enjoying the video, please leave a like and subscribe our channel. That flagrant foul sparked Twitter like it was the 4th of July in Clark County. Caitlin Clark drove to the basket when Angel Reese decided to be the human wall of Chicago, and contact led to a flagrant 1 call. Fans and critics alike were buzzing, almost as if Angel snapped, thinking she was making a bold statement. Ironically, instead of celebrating her move, Reese was hit with a technical for reacting, perhaps the moment she'd been craving to stay relevant, even as the villain in Clark's story. Her reaction only intensified the controversy, fueling debates and social media chatter. It's a perfect example of how in this rivalry, every action and reaction keeps the drama alive and the spotlight firmly on both players.
So it looks like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are back at it once again. Clark fouls Angel Reese. They upgraded it to a flagrant. It really didn't matter because the Indiana Fever still laid the smackdown on the Chicago Sky. Extra little acting there by Angel Reese and tried to get all hardcore.
Let's be real. This isn't just basketball beef. It's Angel Reese losing sleep, losing her appetite, and probably her sponsorships over Caitlin Clark walking into the WNBA, and within minutes, overshadowing and outshining everyone who believed TikTok fame was the same as talent. The hype was real, but now the receipts are coming in. Clark proved she's a star, and Reese's reactions only highlight how much she's feeling the pressure. This isn't just a rivalry, it's a battle for credibility and relevance.
When Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun. Y'all remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul.
Alyssa Thomas.
What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a lot of history there. with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You guys remember last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Caitlin Clark? You remember that? On the sideline, just, yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that for a flagrant foul on another player?
Excellent point.
Ticket sales, Caitlin. Merch, Caitlin. Ratings boost, Caitlin. She's single-handedly reviving a league that from last year struggled to attract 200 fans to a playoff game. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's role seems limited to inciting flagrant fouls and creating drama on live TV. Caitlin Clark's influence is clear. She's elevating the sport, while Reese's actions are more about controversy than contribution to the game's growth.
Caitlin Clark makes her return to Carver Hawkeye Arena this weekend. The Indiana Fever will play the Brazilian national team coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, tickets to the game sold out in, less than an hour?
With her in the league, 5 games into it, we sold more merch than us all of last year. No matter how we feel about the attention she's getting, our is being sold. People are watching us now. The fact that she's making the league more popular for the masses, it's benefiting you guys. Everyone's a sold out arena seeing that. The girls who are actually playing, we get to see you now. She can't sign every deal, so that means it has a trickle-down effect, right? Every loaf of bread she gets, some slices is coming off. Someone has to get that slice. Before there was no loaf.
The real issue here is that Angel Reese believes that hostility equals competitiveness. Spoiler, it doesn't. Instead, it makes her appear as the angry side character upset about not landing the starring role. When she lashes out at the league's true star, Caitlin Clark, who's carrying the league on her rookie shoulders, it doesn't make Reese look tough. It makes her seem petty, desperate, and painfully aware that without Clark, her name wouldn't even be mentioned on social media. Reese wants to be the villain, but let's be honest. This isn't a dramatic Batman versus Joker showdown. It's more like Clark assembling the Avengers to elevate the WNBA while Reese is still auditioning for a minor role on Basketball Housewives Benched Edition. The irony. Caitlin Clark didn't even flinch. She didn't react to the foul, the tantrum, or the off-court shade. Instead, she went out, recorded a triple-double, and led her team to a commanding 93-58 victory. That wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Clark effectively shoved Reese into a metaphorical duffel bag, zipped it up, and sent her packing back into obscurity. Clark's focus remains on the game, while Reese's antics only highlight her insecurities and the gap between their performances.
Now, this video right here, I'm not gonna do no edits, bruh. I'm gonna keep it raw and uncut, because somebody gotta tell the truth. Now, I wanna get this right. You got this little white girl, as y'all call her, out here busting that ass, and it starts a whole race war. A whole race war. Man, people out here straight tripping. See, I know what the problem is, man. The WNBA has been in the trash for so long, they don't know how to take the spotlight, bruh.
If Angel Reese hopes this feud will boost her airtime, congratulations. She's definitely in the spotlight now. But all that footage shows her fouling, flailing, and ultimately failing. If she truly wants to grow the game, maybe she should focus on improving her skills instead of treating every matchup with Caitlin Clark like a petty middle school grudge match. Also, WNBA, perhaps it's time to screen players for jealousy-driven outbursts. It's bad enough referees seem allergic to calling fair fouls. Now players are confusing competition with chaos. Fans come for Clark but leave when she's benched. That says enough. And let's be real. Reese trying to play the victim is laughable. She's not the underdog, not the misunderstood hero. She's just loud. When you peel back the interviews, the noise, and the drama, all you see is a player who fouls more than she scores and talks more than she wins. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark keeps her head down, drops dimes, and moves forward like it's just another Tuesday for a once-in-a-generation talent. Her focus remains on the game, not the drama. Reese's antics only highlight her insecurities and the stark contrast between her and Clark's poise and skill. The real story here isn't trash talk. It's Clark's quiet dominance.
Well, it is a final against the Chicago Sky, and it was the worst nightmare that the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese could have possibly imagined. Angel Reese, boy, she's ate up with class, is she not? Wow. Standard operating procedure foul. ESPN, your anti-Caitlin Clark agenda on full display.
If Angel Reese's plan is to turn every game into a battleground until she finally gets the recognition she believes she deserves, it's clear that approach isn't working. It's sad, it's obvious, and it only confirms what many have suspected, that investing more energy in trying to sabotage Caitlin Clark's success only highlights why Reese isn't sitting on the throne herself. If she truly wants to challenge Clark, she better bring more than fouls and fake bravado. Because Clark? She's already booked, sold out, and too focused on carrying the WNBA on her back to be bothered by petty antics from the sidelines. Now, the question is, who will foul out first, Angel Reese's game or her relevance? Just when you thought Reese couldn't sink any lower, her saga spirals into sheer absurdity. We're witnessing the downfall of someone who believes Instagram clout equals basketball dominance. Spoiler, it doesn't. Ask Caitlin Clark, who's redefining what it means to be a rookie, while Reese continues to prove what it means to be consistently mediocre. After the foul, after the tantrum, after the body language that screams, "I'm not mad, I'm just bitter," you might expect a moment of reflection. Maybe a realization that she should focus less on playing WWE villain and more on improving her jump shot. Instead, we get more shade, cryptic social media posts, and awkward interviews filled with empty words and attitude. Reese's antics only reveal her insecurities and her inability to match Clark's poise and skill under pressure. Meanwhile, Clark remains calm, composed, and laser-focused on her game, quietly redefining what it means to be a superstar. The ongoing saga highlights the stark contrast. While Clark continues to rise, Reese's relevance seems to be fading faster than her reputation. It's a spectacle of ego, insecurity, and misplaced priorities, one that, in the end, only underscores who's truly winning in this story.
Rebecca Allen goes up for a shot. I believe that's Rebecca Allen. Angel Reese pushes Natasha Howard in her back. Clark sees this push, points at the referee, "Hey, you!" Angel Reese grabs the rebound. Referee doesn't call a foul. Caitlin Clark, instead of being a pansy like her teammates last year, like Sack of Potatoes and a few others who won't be named, Caitlin Clark said, okay, I want to show my teammates, I'm going to show my vets that I'm going to stand up for you guys.
What's even more embarrassing? Caitlin Clark didn't even flinch. No retaliation, no online drama, no passive-aggressive likes on Instagram. Just buckets, assists, and dominating performances. Meanwhile, fans are lining up in record numbers to watch her play, while Angel Reese's biggest crowd is probably still waiting in line for hot dogs at halftime. And it gets worse. Reese was recently moved from her starting position in her team's lineup. That's right. Angel Reese, once hailed as the Queen of the Paint, has been shifted to a more offensive role. Translation? No more rebounds, that one thing she was actually good at before she started chasing TikTok fame and Instagram clout. What's more, she's barely even in the starting lineup now. At this rate, she might want to invest in a comfy bench cushion. Let's pause to appreciate the irony. Last year, Reese went viral claiming Caitlin Clark wasn't the only one bringing attention to women's basketball. But now? The stats, the fans, the ticket sales, and ESPN ratings tell a different story. Caitlin Clark is the star, the main character, the showstopper, the reason people are even paying attention to the WNBA. Meanwhile, Reese can't even give away tickets, let alone draw a crowd with a free tote or a Taylor Swift meet and greet. It's clear who's winning this saga, and it's not the player more focused on drama than on her game.
Clark, let's be honest, Angel Reese greatly overreacted. but I think she reacted in a way that I think many of us sort of expected her to react. Really and truly. All right? Really and truly.
When Reese was asked this season if Caitlin Clark is still the one bringing attention to women's basketball, oh, the silence was deafening. The pause was so long it made you wonder if she was trying to come up with a quick lie on the spot or if she genuinely had no answer. Because how do you deny the obvious when the numbers are smacking you in the face like a Clark step-back three? You don't. Instead, she ducks the question, hoping the PR team has a good distraction ready. Yet, the jealousy is impossible to hide. It seeps out of every movement, every glance. Reese isn't just annoyed, she's consumed by it, like she's spiraling into obsession levels of envy. The flagrant foul wasn't just about basketball, it was a full-blown meltdown wrapped in athletic tape. If Reese were any more transparent, she'd be a Ziploc bag labeled green with envy. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark continues to show up as if she's following a script on how to be a professional athlete, while everyone else seems stuck in reality TV mode. She's dropping 30-point games as if it's just another Tuesday, while Reese is still trying to figure out how to make a layup without turning it into some personal vendetta. And can we talk about Reese's body language lately? It's like watching someone be forced to clap for their ex at a wedding, forced and painfully awkward. She's on the court, but her energy is in the basement. Every time Caitlin hits another logo 3, Reese's spirit seems to leave her body just a little more. It's gotten so bad that we might need to start a GoFundMe for her self-esteem. The contrast couldn't be starker. While Clark keeps ascending and shining, Reese's frustration and insecurity are on full display for all to see.
That Angel Reese has for Caitlin Clark all comes out in this single very moment. There's no hiding this. There's no masquerading this. There's no sugarcoating this. This is pure hate.
Let's not pretend this isn't impacting her performance. While Clark continues to shatter records and redefine expectations for rookies, Reese seems to be spiraling toward irrelevance. She's accumulating fouls at an alarming rate, almost as if they're loyalty points. At this pace, she might foul out of the season by mid-June. But maybe that's her plan. To get more time to post another Instagram live rant about how she's misunderstood or targeted or whatever story she's spinning this week. The harsh truth is simple. Angel Reese aimed to be the face of women's basketball, the icon, the savior, the Bayou Barbie with a billion-dollar brand. But then Caitlin Clark arrived, with her incredible talent, Midwest charm, and a game that speaks for itself. Now, Reese is resorting to what insecure athletes do when they feel the spotlight slipping away, picking fights, fouling, and stirring drama because that's all that keeps her in the conversation anymore. The funniest part? Clark isn't even engaging. She's not clapping back, not fueling the controversy. She's too busy outscoring teams, outclassing opponents, and outselling entire franchises in ticket sales. Clark walks past the drama like it's just a motivational poster in a high school gym, focused, unfazed, and just doing her thing.
One word to describe Caitlin Clark.
Amazing.
Yes.
A beast. She is the truth. She's the truth, and she was a rookie. Knock down the three-pointer, get to the rim. She can get to the free throw line. She's crafty.
Yeah, very crafty.
Crafty, so sometimes she look like she's coming off for a three-point shot and she backdoors you for a layup. She gets her teammates involved. She can pass, she can shoot. Man, she is a complete basketball.
In the end, the scoreboard doesn't lie. The fans don't lie. The merchandise sales, arena crowds, and broadcast ratings all tell the same story. Caitlin Clark is currently the face of the WNBA. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is just the commercial break. If Reese still doesn't see it, maybe she should take a seat on the bench and watch one of Caitlin's games. That's probably where she'll be headed if she continues to prioritize drama over growth. The WNBA isn't a high school hallway, and holding grudges won't win games. If Reese truly wants to stay relevant, she'll need to do something she's avoided so far. Grow up, step up, and keep quiet. No amount of flagrant fouls or sideline side-eyes will stop Caitlin Clark from becoming exactly what the sport needs, a baller who actually balls. As for Reese, she can keep playing the villain, but let's remember, when the final buzzer sounds, it's always the scoreboard that has the last word. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.